What up guys, Kaishu here, and we're gonna be reacting to my likes, what I liked recently, and all the way to the oldest, if y'all interested in looking at what I like on Instagram. I haven't liked anything in a while, but uh, I just feel like doing this, and trying to be and react to all of them. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy watching this, and yeah, so let's start off, the first one. Me halfway asleep, looking at my bowl of cereal after my whole spoon fell into the milk. It do be like that. Like, one time, uh, like when I be eating cereal, and then my spoon just somehow fell in the milk, and then, yeah, I be staring exactly like this. Then I gotta put my hand in the cereal, and try to find I said try to find the milk. I mean, try to find the spoon, and then yeah, take it out, and then I had to clean my hands. Do y'all we all when y'all uh get the spoon out the milk, do y'all lick your hands or dry your hands, or like, with anything? Put in the comments below what y'all do. I dry my hands. Yeah, but yeah, fun date idea. I get lost in the Lego store on purpose, and you try to get me out of there. I won't leave unless you buy me something. Hmm. That's like a W plan right there. Like, if I had a girl and I know a Lego store, I'm definitely doing that. Like, bro. But yeah, I wasn't stalking you. I was educating myself on your lore so I could understand you better. So that's gonna be the stalker excuse. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not try that at all. Cause like, if you want to know a woman lore, just talk to them, and then they'll just talk back if they're interested in you. Like, some girls might want to know your lore, so they just talk to you, or some just stalk too. But like, don't do that. You gonna get the cops calling you, and then like, if a woman was stalking me, uh, yeah, I'm calling cops. And I'll be like, why are you stalking me? If I do catch her, and then she say this line, I'll be like, what? Like, what? Dang, if you wanted to know my lore, just ask me. You know? Okay. But yeah, I'm back. Bro, leg got like brain on his own. Oh my god, hold up, hold up. Bro, that song bring back memories. I forgot the name of the song. Freak, it's been so many years. Hold on, where's my phone? I'm gonna need to look that up real quick. Hold up. Oh my god. That. Hold up, hold up. Where's the Google at? I need to use that Google music thing. Humming thing. Hold on, hold on. I'm trying to. Come on, come on. Oh my god, I found it. Okay, okay. Look at that, bro. Google, pretty. Hold on, hold on. Oh my god, here it is, here it is, here it is. Oh my god. Bro. Where's that part? Where's the part? Where's the part? Maybe right here? Oh! Oh my. Hold on. Bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my Gosh, bro. Dang, bro. I'm definitely gonna listen to that later. But like, bruh, when I first listened to that, I think I like got it from like a when I was like when I was young. I think I got it from like an anime AMV or something, or was it like I don't know. It was somewhere. And then what do you call it? When I heard that song, every time that part comes up, I just in my imagination, I'd just be flying. Like that one scene of like Attack on Titan with Aaron, just saying this is freedom, and like, bruh, every time that song come on back then, and yeah, it brought back memories. Was not expecting that to happen. Okay, back to what we're mainly doing. Okay, the next one is this: how healing actually looks like. Self love.
Burning in your eyes, you look at me, babe, I wanna catch.
Yep. And yeah, this uh, what I think about this one, I yeah, this will I like do. Uh, I'll pour this and wait. Well, like I'll talk about like the self love part. What I do is I'll be like, yeah, I got this. You know, like self love. Talking about yourself. I'll definitely talk about it more in the future if you want to know about it. What I like, you know, say to myself and how I'm like how I got like a Tanjiro heart, a Tanjiro from like Demon Slayer, that type of heart, or Deku from My Hero Academia type of heart, type of spirit. I don't know, but like yeah, yeah. And then yeah, I'll talk about that later. And yeah, maybe in the future I want to know. Gee, what's this? It's time. Wait, hold on. It's time not only change the narrative, but start telling the truth that Black history didn't start with slaves.
It's time not only to change the narrative, but start telling the truth. It's time for kids to know, all kids of all kinds, and grown-ups to know, of all kinds, that black history didn't start with slavery. If you haven't introduced your students to Anthony Browder's Nile Valley Contributions to Civilization, you haven't done your students a fair job. If you haven't introduced your students to the book Stop Falling for the Okie Doke, you haven't done your students a fair job. It's time for these kids to hear from Robert Wald Sussman's book, which is The Myth of Race, that this whole thing is a myth. And it's time to stop believing the myth. And it's time to stop teaching the myth. And it's time to realize that blacks were doing cataract surgery with metal instruments before there were hospitals in Europe. It's time to realize that blacks were intelligent, creative, adventurous, curious, brilliant people before you white folks evolved. It's time to start teaching the truth. If we don't start teaching the truth pretty soon, people, we're in really big trouble. It's time to start teaching the truth. Now, white people aren't going to be happy with those truths, but eventually they'll be better off. Eventually they will realize that they have been myth-read for the last 400 years. It's time to give up the myth. It's time to tell the truth in history. People, what were the names of Columbus's 3 ships? People, Vine Deloria says he left the old country with 4 ships, but 1 fell off the edge. Now, it makes as much sense to tell that as it does to tell that Columbus discovered America. People, you can't discover a place where people are already living. They discovered it before you got there. It's time to demythologize the schools and history. We are not teaching history, we're teaching hysteria. It's time to start teaching the truth. You could make a huge difference just by doing that for 1 day at a time. Just 1 day at a time. If you tell your kids something they have never heard before, and they go home and tell it to their parents, especially as mine did, and one of the parents was the head of the school board, it changes the way the system operates, because that parent has to start thinking in new ways in order to get along with that kid. You want to make home uncomfortable, people, by telling the truth. We need some discomfort.
What do I get from this? What do you call it? The main gold. I mean, what gold? The main thing that I'm wanting to know in life, I guess, uh, is knowing the truth about everything, and uh, and wanting to you know yeah. I don't have words right now, but like like in the future when I get comfortable and know what to say, have words to say, I will definitely tell you all. Uh, yeah. uh, this I guess. Uh, but anyway,
Human
okay, let's see this one.
beings are funny. They long to be with the person they love, but refuse to admit openly. Some are afraid to show even the slightest sign of affection because of fear. Fear that their feelings may not be recognized, or even worse, returned. But one thing about human beings puzzles me the most: their conscious effort to be connected with the object of their affection, even if it kills them slowly within. It is that we are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love, never so helplessly unhappy as when we have lost our loved object or its love. Most people do not really want love because love involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, pawned a part of their narcissism. Ultimately, love demands vulnerability, and it's in that vulnerability that we find our truest selves.
I call it, but like uh, what I think about this one is like yeah, I think it's also relatable and true because like I don't like being vulnerable, and like it do be uncomfortable feeling to be uh vulnerable, but like yeah, for this like it's definitely really good to be vulnerable if you love someone or have a loved one, like a girlfriend or a boyfriend if you're a girl, and then yeah, like I need to like start learning how to be more vulnerable with friends that I have, and then definitely like when I hopefully y'all can't hear outside, but like what I was saying is what do you call it? Need to be vulnerable with friends, cause like what the guy said in the video, the video why freak. Yeah, the reason I need to like be vulnerable to like you know feel it and feel it. I don't know. And then, freak man. Okay, now this. How about uh you know it's good to be vulnerable with friends, your loved one, because like uh it's like more genuine and like feel the things, and then yeah, cause like we call it, if you be you know, what do you call it, hiding yourself from your friends, and then once you be yourself, your friends will be like, what? That's not you. What the freak? And then yeah, like, yeah, this ain't you. But yeah, yeah, you gotta, you gotta. I'll have a word for it. Well, not word, but like I'll have a better sentence for it. This is my first time talking uh about this, trying to like talk about my feelings, I guess. But yeah, uh, hopefully y'all don't watch this video. Like, but yeah, I definitely won't be uploading it on YouTube. But yeah. Next.
You look mad. You need a hug.
No, Gwen, I don't need a hug. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I said no hug!
Don't fight it. It'll make you feel better.
Can you let go now?
You feel better?
No.
Then it hasn't kicked in yet. What about now?
No.
You look...
I never watched this movie, but it like reminded me of, what do you call it? It reminded me of my sister always trying to hug me, and I don't even want to hug. I'm like, are you serious? And then, and then yeah.
If you hear about a human-type alien, people want to hear about a 8-foot tall, blue-eyed, blonde-haired, and angel, kind of being, to go along with their belief system. That I think one of the biggest issues. I was shown that apparently there's going to be some sort of solar event that's going to cause the downfall of technological civilization, and after that occurs, they call themselves our cosmic cousins. All of these different ETs, including the African-looking race I told you about, they are all going to fill the skies and come and assist us. I mean, how shocking is it going to be for everyone when they're standing there, the door's open, they're about to drop these little food with parachutes, and they look up and they don't see a blonde-haired, blue-eyed angel. They see a bunch of people of different, brown skin, different skin, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to be prepared for that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's fascinating. It's fascinating.
Yeah, like just imagine you just chilling outside, or you just on a computer, and then everything just go on probably like dark, cause like the ships and all that will be blocking the sun, and then you just look outside, you're like what the, and then they just drop some food or something, you go like what the. Definitely be if that actually happened one day in the future, that would be mind blowing for people. For me, since I'm like, into this, into learning about this and curious about this too, it would be a shocking, but it will be, I guess, amazing, you know, and to see that like, oh snap, they're actually real. Like they're real, but they're real, I guess, because like you see it with your own eyes and all that, and everybody now will see like it with their own eyes. So yeah, it'll be like that, and uh, then yeah,
Thank you for sharing that. You know of any other races too?
Yeah, there was a being that was a part of. He's a kind of a representative of his planet. It's one of the closest planets to us. His name is Mika, and his planet is a planet of islands.
Oh, wow.
And they're very Mediterranean looking. They have African features on the nose and in the mouth, but then they have very Mediterranean features as well. They're brown, but more of like what you would see like Filipino skin. That group has also won their battle against the Draco, And it all turned, all of their battles, all of the battles, the people that have won, they've won with consciousness. They haven't won with weapons. They haven't won by calling in other beings to come help them, or angelic beings. They freed themselves, and they freed themselves with help from other beings. But it's about ascension, which is the expansion of consciousness. That's what this whole model is for. And there are malevolent beings that, negative beings that want to prevent us from, expanding consciousness-wise. And the Earth is, if you hear about a human-type alien, you want to, people...
Oh, Nelson. Like, what do you call it? Y'all know, like, the people on this video? Put in the comments below, so I like watch more of their stuff. If they have a YouTube channel. And then, yeah. And if you know the full video of this, send it in the comments below. And then, what do you call it? Yeah, I got none right now. Next.
Experience. The real world is when you're dreaming, or when you're meditating, or when you open an eye up. Because let me show you how this is just a dream right here. Because everything that you do down here, you have to bring it to life out of this bubble that's in your head. As above, so below. So within, so without. So every thought that you get is coming from up there. Because this is just the vehicle of ascension. This is just the vehicle that God travels in. Everyone on the planet is the same person in different bodies. That's why it tells you in the Bible to love God with all your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, and your strength.
I thought I heard something.
Greatest commandments, and love thy neighbor like you love thyself, because thy neighbor is you. Your neighbor is not the person, not the house next across the street. Your neighbor is the person that is living in the house across the street. So you got to love the person that's living in the house. That's just like if you see a car going up the street. The car is not driving itself. Somebody is driving the car. So if you see a person walking up the street, that person is not walking their self. It's something inside that is walking that person. So whenever the soul leaves that body, just like have you ever been to a funeral before, the body doesn't move anymore because the soul has left and the body went cold. So anybody that you're talking to, you're having a conversation with God, whether you realize it or not. So that's how God did. He hid himself inside of every human being, because God is a cosmic force. God is incomprehensible to the average human being. God is a supreme intelligence that created 8.1 billion people so it can experience its creation through those people, through the birds, the bees, the leaves, the trees, and everything. And the only reason why God created death is so God won't get stuck in the physical form, because death is just illusion. You live to die, and when you die, you live. When you're born, it's just death of the spiritual form and birth of the physical form. And when you die, it's just death of the physical form and birth of the spiritual form. You are an eternal son soul, because God said that he gave his only begotten son. It wasn't talking about Jesus. It was talking about the sun outside, which is the solar system. And everybody has a soul that resides and comes from the solar system, which makes us all God's son. S-U-N, not S-O-N. And we all are our own individual son, percentage of the sun. We are all microcosms of the macrocosm. The macrocosm is the universe as a whole, and the microcosm is the universe broken down in individual pieces. We are all microcosms of the macrocosm. Everybody is the universe experiencing itself in the physical form, and the universe is God. You're just a spiritual being having a human experience, because you are not this body. All this is a physical dream. When you are in your spiritual form, like when you dream, everything that you do down here, you have to act it out. You see, you have to bring that thought out of your head and you have to act it out. In the real world, which is the spiritual world, because this world is backwards. It's 90% physical and 10% spiritual, when it's supposed to be 10% spiritual and 90% physical, because everything goes on in the inside. So down here, everything that you do, you have to act it out. But when you dream, the only thing you have to do is think it, and you go do it in your astral body, because you're just thinking it, because it's the real world. And the dreams is way realer than this down here. You see, this right here is nothing. Yeah, if somebody hit you, it feel like it hurt. Yeah, you can feel somebody, because this is just the physical world. But the real world is when you open this up and you can travel. You can travel because you have, I'm going to show y'all the different, I'm going to show y'all how this is the body of ascension, so you understand. I don't need the book.
I'm back. Okay.
But I like to show pictures, because they say you have to see it to believe it. But in actuality, you don't have to see it to believe it. All right, this is the body right here. Let me show you. All right. Look, Mer, Ka, Ba. You see? Mer equals light. And remember I showed you, look, you got a triangle going up and you got a triangle going down. We are Mer. Mer equals light. We are electromagnetic light beings. Ka equals spirit. Spirit means breath. If you go to John chapter 4, verse 24, it tells you God is spirit, and those who worship him to worship him in spirit and truth. Ba equals body. So this is the vehicle of ascension that God's travel is. As above, the triangle going up, so below. Look, vehicle of ascension. Watch, I'm going to show you how this is hell on earth. Now, neutralizing the duality. Duality means doing two things at one time. Physical world, spiritual world. This is the physical world. Your soul is the spiritual world. So, duality of self combining the upper and lower self. You are a soul that experiences different realities within the multiverse. In each plane, you take on different bodies. You aim to become the multidimensional creature and not to be bound to just one reality, which is the physical world. Just like I told you, the last planet that you go through when you come out is Saturn. So you come here as the devil, but you have to deveil yourself, because this is the physical world. You have an etheric body, you have an astral body, and you have a mental body. See, the physical world is so dense, you are matter. The purpose is to turn the matter into light and get up here to light, because God is light. You see, God is light. You see, Genesis chapter 1, verse 3, let there be light. We live inside a light wave universe where all things are created out of light. Low vibrational light turns into matter. High vibrational matter turns back into light. Universal 1 by Walter Russell. God is thinking mind. The substance of the body of God is light. The universal substance is a thinking substance, comprehensible and describable, and possessed in principles which are familiar to man through man's observation of the one universal substance is created things. The substance of all created things is light. The one substance of thinking mind is all exists. Mind is expressed in light. So what did I just tell you? Human. What best defines hue? The attributes of colors that permit them to be classed as red, yellow, green, blue, and intermediate between contiguous pairs of these colors. Red.
Okay, hold on, let me look that up. What defines I forgot the name of the question. What defines the word hue? Right? I hope that's the question. Okay. So, color. Oh yeah, that does make sense, cause like, you know, when you like do art, they call it a hue, and then I didn't even know that.
With an orange hue. So look, when you put all those colors together, you get brown. So you have 9 ether and you have 6 ether. So listen, now I'm gonna break down to you how the reality works. Look, as a human, we are an attribute of a color that permits them to be classified that specific color. Each individual is the mind, not the physical body. Without the mind, a physical body a physical body, world would cease to exist. The mind is spirit. The mind is the intellect that manipulates the physical body and the world around us. The mind is like a frequency tuner. Watch this now. Look what it says. Tuning itself into different frequencies. Now listen to this now. The mind exists within the mental plane, which is shared between all the minds of the universe. Thoughts are not created by the individual. They are received based on what frequency our mind is set to. If we set our mind to a specific topic, like generating wealth, for example, we tune into the frequency in the mental plane, and we will receive thoughts on how to generate wealth. So, frequency is what you frequently do. So if you frequently think about sex, money, cars, clothes, drugs, the things that you see, what happens is those are the thoughts that you get in return. See, I tell myself, I am the infinite intelligence of the universe. I am the mind of God. I am love. I am joy. I am peace. I am abundance. I am happy. So those are the thoughts that I send out, and those are the thoughts that I get in return. Remember, everything is controlled by the mind. So you have to control your thoughts, or don't let your thoughts control you. So when I send those thoughts out to the universe, I get those thoughts in return. So all the information that it's telling me to do, I act it out, and then I bring it to the physical form. You see? I bring it to the physical form, because everything is a manifestation of a thought. The thoughts come from above, and we're down here below. As above, so below, so within, so without. God is consciousness that speaks to you telepathically through the brain, because God...
What are y'all thoughts about that video? Mine's like, what do you call it? It's very what do you call it? Open-minded, I guess that's the word. I don't know the word for it, but like, yeah, this is what I'd be like learning in my free time. Cause like, cause my main goal of it, my main goal of like these type of videos I'll be learning or be watching to like, you know the truth and all that. And then that's what I do. And then yeah, what do you call it? I don't mean to offend anyone, I guess. Like, oh no. Well, I don't mean to if y'all don't like this video, like don't like this part of what this guy's saying, you can like skip it and all that. Because yeah, you have a right to you know, go to the next part of the video and then skip to the next part, and then yeah, and then what do you call it? How I started to start looking at this, but let me go to the beginning of like everything. For me and my family is Christians, like the whole family is, and then yeah. So like one day, I think I was like 15, no, probably like 17, 16 or 16 through 18, one of those. Then I would just you know, having questions about my religion and all that. And then uh when I first started watching this, it was like from a YouTuber that was talking about it. If I could like find him, I know I subscribe to him, but like in the future, if I do for some reason talk about this again, I'll definitely show y'all the YouTuber. But right now, I don't feel like searching all that, because I subscribe to like a bunch of people, and I gotta scroll to find them. So like, yeah, I found that YouTuber, not this YouTuber that was on the video, but like, oh, this person. But I found like a YouTuber that was talking about that, and then he was like, he looked like he was in like in his 30 or something, like 39 plus, about like 40. But anyway, yeah, did. But anyway, but like, yeah, he was talking about like the weather, the skies, and all that, and then yeah, I was very interested. I was like, oh, for real? This, that, this, and then uh, yeah, and then later on, since I was still like a Christian and still believe in Jesus and all that, and then uh, I just made like a prayer to myself to like God and Jesus and all that religion, that like I'm gonna step out of my religion and explore beyond the walls. Oh yeah, I was a huge Attack on Titan fan. So like when when Aaron wanted to see like what was beyond the walls, I wanted to see what was behind the walls. So like yeah, got inspired by Aaron. Yeah. So yeah, and then uh I like started learning that. At first I was like, yeah, I was praying. I was like, God, okay, I'm gonna step out of this religion, and I know that like in the Bible, if you step away from this religion, then you go to hell. So like, send me protection, uh, of me stepping out with this. So like, if I am going down the wrong path, and well, knowing, I'll know for a fact that when I do pass away, I'll go to heaven if if that really exists and all that. If that religion was right the whole time. And then yeah, so like since I made that prayer, it helped me full sin, full jump into the unknown and start learning about the truth about everything. And then yeah, doing that, I'm still, you know, learning the truth, and there's a lot. Where I start off at was probably like like the weather and all that, and then later on I start having questions about my race, like, 'cause like what that one lady said, that it didn't start from slavery. And then I was like, yeah, and all that, because in school, my history class, like, even I had a black teacher too, and like for Black History Month, yeah, she talked about like the History Month stuff, but not like what's beyond, like what's before slavery and all that. So yeah, and then when I start finding out and start learning about that, what was before slavery and all that, we was I was like very happy that we wasn't just like, what do you call it, a villager, a spawn-in, like the villagers from Minecraft, where you just spawn them in and then they just give them work to do, and that's it, and that's how they got born. But like, nope, back then we was you know very wealthy, very nice and all that. And then I'm still learning about stuff like that, and maybe in the future me will have like better answers to this. And then but yeah, I'm not gonna be mainly be talking about these stuff unless somebody like bring it up in the comments or in my streams in the future when I do stream. I'll like talk about it. But like, yeah, what I like, I just like playing games and having fun with the fans. And then yeah, so yeah, we won't be like always. Well, if y'all don't ask me a question about it, then we won't be like talking about it like that. But yeah, uh, let's do one more before head out. Cause yeah, I'm going somewhere. Okay, this is the last one we're gonna do. And as you can see, I might blur these. I might blur the comments just in case if anything inappropriate been said. So yeah, I'm just blur the comments. So I guess no spoiler anyway. But yeah, let's see why I like this. Oh my, that was so clean. Like, now I know why I liked it. Yeah, this uh the guy that do the CGI. I'm like, yo, that's really cool. That you gotta do that in CGI, and then yeah, I think that was it. But yeah, thanks for watching. It's gonna be the end of the video. Like, subscribe, stay kaishuing. Peace. Kaishu!